Hey guys, welcome back to the Design of Future podcast. Got a very special guest on today. Nick, please go ahead and introduce yourself for me.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Nick Theriot. I'm a online digital agency owner, YouTuber, I guess you could say multi-business owner because I do own a physical business too. So super excited for the show, super excited to learn some stuff, share some value, and get to know you guys.
Wicked, man, wicked. So, I really like to keep this basic because within my audience, I have a lot of like older generation business owners as well. And a lot of them still don't understand like what an agency is. So in your sort of words, could you just break down, like really dumb it down, what you do within these sort of businesses that you're running?
Okay, cool. So the agency, the online agency, essentially, where we're running just Facebook ads for people, so managing their paid advertising through Facebook, also Instagram ads, and that's all we do. And we actually niche down and stuff. We work with online clothing brands, more on the women's side, clothing brands and stuff. We love the highly scalable aspect of the business, coming to business on 20-30K a month, and then like one of my clients, she went from 20-30K a month all the way up to 300K a month with us, purely with paid advertising. So, and it was never, it would have been happen. It would have been able to happen without us. So that's essentially what we do in a nutshell. I'm sure I could go on and on about it, but in a nutshell, that's what I do. It's me. I have a very, very small team. It's me. I have another ads expert that's on my team that helps me out running all the ads and stuff, as well as I have a sales rep as well that helps me with closing deals and stuff.
Amazing. So before I get onto like the YouTube and stuff, because I definitely want to talk to you a little bit about that. Talk to me a little bit about how you've sort of developed this team now from going as like a Facebook ad expert by yourself into developing that team.
So it happened very naturally. I was a part of a group called the FATC by Cat Howell. It's like $300 USD a month. Amazing group full of ad experts. So a whole bunch of freelancers and stuff join that group. You learn a bunch of amazing knowledge from other high-level experts and stuff. And I landed this client, for $5K a month if we're going into like, all the nutshell and stuff of it. And, I started off doing amazing with them and stuff, scaled them up to about 50 to 75K a month in USD, it's good. It's really good. But the client, her expectations are here, 200, 300, 400K a month. So once I kind of hit that point, I was like, okay, I need someone else on my team to help me out. I need someone that's already scaled the business and stuff, because I just did not want to lose this client. I've worked with clients in the past where I lost some stuff. It's the worst feeling ever, but I've learned from everything. So I was like, I'm gonna hire on someone. Reached out to FATC group, said, hey, got a e-com clothing brand. I need some help. And it's just like a Facebook group, so I need some help. Would anyone be willing to hop on a call? I had a few contractors that hit me up and said, hey, look, we'd love to hop on a call with you. And the very first call I did, I guess I was just an easy sell, because at the end of the call I was handing her money to be part of my team. So I kind of like contracted the work out essentially, but the dynamic I've created with her, my clients, and just the way we all communicate and stuff, it feels like she's almost like part of my team, all like an employee and stuff. It's not like I'm just like, okay, cool. Hey, Mr. Client, you're going to talk to this person from now on, and I'm just in the background collecting a check. It's a very good dynamic we've created with me, consistently talking to the client, updating the client on everything as well as the contractor inside. We have a group chat on Slack, essentially providing her info and stuff. So we all kind of work together, and the client even sees us together as a powerful team together. So that's essentially how it happened. It just happened very naturally. We hopped on a call. She showed me some amazing results. I said, hey, why not? Let's go for it. She, closed out a little deal together. Next day, added her to the ads manager. She started tweaking stuff on it. And then from there, never looks back. So that's essentially how that happened.
Amazing. Cool. So let's get on to the YouTube side of things. Because I'm pretty sure I see that you've sort of like fresh on YouTube, I think.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I do have a YouTube channel. Decided to invest a lot of money into a whole setup and everything like that. Yeah. I've actually been on YouTube since 2009. I've been in this YouTube game for a long time. Back in 2009, I was in 6th grade, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just came out, and I was a huge gamer at the time, so it came out. And at the same time, I started watching YouTube videos of like playthroughs and stuff, you know, and then it just happened. I was like, hey, you know what? I want to record a video for YouTube. So I put a little video together. And
Mhm.
then I got into all the editing programs and stuff, learned the whole Adobe suite myself. And then literally from 2009 to 2012, my sixth grade through eighth grade through freshman year of high school, I was making $100, $200 a month by selling edits to people. So like a player would come up to me and said, hey, look, can you put together a few of my clips and do like a little like montage, a little video? It's just like some using the background, some cool effects. I'm like, sure, cool. And that's kind of where I got the online thing started
Mhm.
and just kind of like my drive for the online business and stuff. So, and then now now I'm growing a YouTube channel more of what's currently interests me in life. That's cars, that's fitness, and that's the digital agency and stuff. Started the channel up a few months ago, grew it to about 600. It's at 656 subscribers now for a brand new channel. Uh, and yeah, just doing content around those three things right there.
Amazing, 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 man. That's really good to hear. So, talk to me a little bit about before you got into the whole online world. I know obviously you was doing YouTube when you was younger, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, what was you doing before, like job wise? And how was that sort of transition from going from something like that into working for yourself?
Yeah, so I pretty much like my whole like high school career. It's kind of like when I stopped doing the YouTube thing because I was too busy just fucking around in high school and stuff like that. And then my senior year, I landed a job at a gym, and the owner also wanted me to help him out with his landscaping business. So I was literally landscaping yards, doing 20, 30 hours a week my senior year of high school, at like $10 an hour, and I don't know, I just got burnt out on it after doing that for a full year. And I was like, I need to find a way. And then I was like, you know what? I was doing so good with the online thing. What's some other online businesses I could do, you know, outside of YouTube? And I actually found a program called Infinite Prosperity, which at the time was a Forex trading thing. If you literally search up Amy Sangster, 22-year-old buys a Lamborghini, it's like one of the most viewed videos, like, you know, really, really high viewed video on YouTube. Watched that video, immediately bought her course and stuff. And I learned the whole course is like 90% mindset, entrepreneurship and stuff. So I learned a lot about entrepreneurship through that and mindset and like a bunch of positive habits I could start implementing in my life and stuff. Um, and I've actually never made a dime off Forex trading since I bought that course. I've actually, through that course right there, I was like, okay, I need money to fund the account because generally you want about $2,000 to $3,000 in US to fund a Forex trading account to get it started. So I was like, okay. So I was like, what else can I do to make some extra capital on the side of my part-time job? And also at the same time, while all this is going on, I'm freshman year of college.
Mhm.
And I was like, you know what? How about I'll wash your truck? Just wash someone's vehicle. And so I was like, hey, how much would you pay me to wash your car? Like $100. I said, okay, cool. So then I made $100 in like 2 hours versus $100 in 10 hours landscaping outside. So I was like, this is way much easier. And literally from right there, created a Facebook page, started up my own little detailing service. And I went from literally, you know, part-time job to self-employed in a month for the detailing service, making it about $1,000 to $1,500 a month, pure cash, and working way less. So then at that point right there, that's when I started growing this detailing business, back from 2015 all the way up to 2018. Dropped out of my college after my second semester in freshman year. Um, Started growing that business and stuff, and kind of I was happy because I was self-employed, but I wasn't happy because I wasn't doing anything online. And through growing that business, I was using Facebook ads, local ads to grow that business. So that's like, I got an idea one day. I was like, you know what if I did Facebook ads for other businesses?
Mhm.
And that's kind of where the whole agency game came around. Back in 2018 is when I landed my first client. I had like 3 clients that like were paying clients at first,
Yeah.
just lost them because they were like different niches and I just could not get results and stuff. Then 2019 took on some 2 very high paying clients, um, that are like 10 times each of those clients and stuff. And then, 2020 with, other clients and stuff. And those, I've been able to scale up the agency to full-time income. And the whole 2020, I've been literally just doing this type of work. And now being able to start the YouTube channel is really cool. So that's kind of like how my whole story went.
Amazing. I think that's really cool that you've gone from sort of like having your own business, running Facebook ads, and then sort of crap, like I could do this for someone else. I think that's really cool. It's not like you've just gone into it like, yeah, I can run Facebook ads for people. You've got that proof of concept before you're even going out to clients. So that's really cool. So out of interest, like if you was running Facebook ads for like yourself and your own business, what was the niche of the next client, and how was that sort of transitioning from like obviously not running your own ads to then having a responsibility for someone else's stuff, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think when I started like the Facebook ads agency and stuff, at first it was just a digital marketing agency, and I went extremely broad. I was trying to like learn SEO, AdWords, Facebook ads, learning all of this and trying to pitch all of this to a client for like $500 a month. Yeah. And I was just going after every single business possible, but I was only thinking local. So I was going after salons, car dealerships, they had like a roofing business and stuff. And then I finally landed a car business, a used car lot. You know, they paid me $500 a month. I paid them, and then we ran $500 worth of local Legion ads. Generated them a hell lot of leads. I think we were generating them used car leads at like $1 to $2 a pop, but they couldn't close a single one just because they had no idea how to close a cold lead. So I ended up losing that client about 5-6 months into that relationship, which I think is pretty good for your first client. Then I closed like a roofing business and stuff. I did a construction company. I was just kind of playing around for a bunch of businesses. Then I was like, you know what, I'm thinking too small. I need to expand. And I was like, there's personality brands, there's e-commerce. And then that's when I went into personal brands, closed 2 really amazing people that have, very successful in their niche, but just started creating courses and stuff. So like I tried marketing their very first course, each one of them. And it did horrible because they had no proven proof of concept. So I was generating some amazing like leads and stuff, amazing webinar results and stuff, but we never got like any sales at all, because again, their course wasn't proven. They didn't even have any sales from their warm audience at all. It was literally just like, hey, I just finished this course. Can you start promoting ads for tomorrow for me? Yeah. So, but through everything, every single client that I've had, I've always learned something from it. And I think that's like the hugest thing. And also every single client, I gave my all with everyone. Even the, 3 paying clients I've had in those different niches and stuff, none of them were ever upset that I didn't generate them a fuck ton of money, because they saw the constant me talking to them almost every day. Here's what we're implementing today. Here's some entry level results. Here's, they saw the drive and the desire in me to get them money. They never felt bad that they weren't making money. Like, hey, dude, you screwed me over, like that, which I think a lot of people have fear of when they close their first client. It's not getting results. So then I transitioned to e-com.
Just to jump in there as well, like that's one common thing as well, I think, is like the scarcity of like you not getting the results for clients. But like what Nick's saying as well, like if you've got proven contractors with results, you almost have that guaranteed if you do your interview selection right. So yeah.
Correct. 100%. That's also why about a month in or 2 months in with that other client, or that first like high ticket client, that's why I brought in a contractor to help me out, because it's like, look, I don't want to lose this client at all. I've learned from the past that, hey, look, maybe I can't do all this myself. Let's bring on a contractor and another perspective. And like I said, we were converting like 2.5, 3x. And then this contractor helped me go from that, that 50K, 75K a month mark. That's when I was kind of hitting that revenue stop, upwards to 300K at like a 3.5, 4x return. So contractor, super, super valuable. But again, like you said, the interview process and also having the proper mentality with it, treating a contractor right, being open with the client that there is someone else running the ads too, so that we all can all talk together, communicate together, and just not sitting back and like saying, hey, you do everything for me now. Actually have like a team player position with that client. You can create a really good dynamic duo that the client will love, the contractor will love, and you'll love at the same time.
Exactly, yeah. And the thing is with something like that, the sort of like satisfaction you get from one of your clients like complimenting one of your team members is so different to them just complimenting you. So yeah, that's wicked, man. It's really good to get like a background. What I'd like to go on to next is what sort of motivates you? obviously going from where you've been to where you are now, what sort of gets you up every day? Like, why are you not sort of relaxing now at this point?
You see, that's actually kind of funny because I did find myself in that state for a little bit, for about like a month. I just moved into this really amazing apartment and stuff. Already kind of bought the car of my dreams. So it's like I'm only 23 years old and like feeling really successful. And I kind of had like a month where I just kind of like plateaued, only working 3-4 hours a day. Um, to me, it's building. I love to build things. Ever since I was little, I take apart things, put it back together, with electronics, Legos. I've always just been a builder. And now it's just, I love the idea of growing someone else's business, because you are simply helping change their financial future. You are changing the financial future of all the employees they have to bring on. And then as well, on top of that, if they have an amazing product, that product that you're reaching out to more people is going to put a difference in people's lives once they receive that product. So you're creating an impact in so many different people's lives by running Facebook ads. And at first I didn't realize that. And once I've always loved this idea of just growing stuff on Facebook ads. But once I also added that in too, I just fell in love with that. And it just makes me have more desire to grow more businesses and stuff. Um, I love working for myself. I love online work and stuff. I feel like I just have that tech savvy, type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's essentially just a bunch of stuff I love to do every day. When I first did this digital marketing agency, when I first like taught myself ads, like I went for like a year just reaching out to clients, doing free demos and stuff, and I never even cared at all. Whereas with the detailing business, no one could convince me to wash their car for free, even though it was way less time. I didn't love it enough. It was just because I was self-employed. Whereas this business, I love every single aspect of the business.
Sure. Wicked, man. That's so cool. So if I was to take 3 apps away from you tomorrow, what would those 3 apps be that you would really, really struggle with? So
3 apps.
yeah, 3 apps. I was to come into you, take away those 3 apps. What apps would they be if you was really, really struggling without them?
Obviously probably Zoom. I think that's a pretty easy one. Slack, Google, the whole Google Docs and Google Drive, that whole platform right there is absolutely amazing for keeping your business lean and green.
Yeah.
I create a whole bunch of different Google Sheets around my life to track different aspects of my life and stuff, creating Google Sheets to track client results, creating process documents in Google Docs. I literally can go the whole day with just working in those 3 apps right there. So that definitely creates some disruption. I would have to find other alternatives. So I don't really have anything too crazy, I guess you could say. I'm kind of a guy that likes to keep it very simple. Less is more is kind of like my philosophy. And I like to, like, every month to try to cut back things that, like, hey, like I only use this once a month. Let's cut it back. Let's get rid of it.
So if you could give one tip around habits, also if that's anything to do with your phone, in terms of apps as well, what would that be?
Phone, erase as many apps as you don't use. Unfollow. I like to try to like only follow people on social media that I'm actually within my social circle every month. So people that I see all the time within a month.
Yeah.
Unfollowing a lot of influencers and trying to limit the influence from all these Instagram people. But a tip around habits, I guess, is too many people, they try to create a new habit and they create one new habit, but at the same time, they're like, oh, I love this new habit I created. Let's add like 5 more in the same week. And they try to create too much. They create too much stress in their life, and they don't implement it. I forgot his last name, but it's a guy named Matt something. He's like a really huge YouTuber. He does like 1 video a month. But last year he did. He's a videographer. He creates some really cool, just like videos like that.
Okay.
I can't think of his last name. I'll have to find it after. But he created 1 new habit per month last year. So at the end of the year, you have 12 new daily habits to implement into your life. So, and I think that was a big one for me. First, for me, it was started off with, I think, just waking up early. Then it started with cold showers. Then it started with, or actually, no, it was going to the gym in the morning instead of the afternoon. Then cold showers, then meditation, then journaling every day. So like those habits right there, that's my morning routine every morning. And really helps me get like aligned and focus and stuff. So, but like, yeah, the biggest thing around habits is just pick one, get that one down, then pick another one. Don't go overload yourself in the beginning with habits.
Exactly. Yeah, wicked. So the next question I'd like to ask, I think is also going to be very relevant to you. Do you use ClickFunnels?
Yes, I do use ClickFunnels.
Wicked, wicked. So, just for the audience watching, if they've never heard of ClickFunnels, what is ClickFunnels in a quick nutshell, and how do you use it within your business?
So I use ClickFunnels. So imagine like a big complex website and stuff, all for you to get one thing done as to sell, maybe one T-shirt, or if you use information for one used car or something like that. ClickFunnels, you can, instead of having this big complex website, you can have this one page that no one can go click off of, just this one single page. You put like some testimonials about your product. You have one strong call to action, headline. How to double down, how to, if you're a clothing business doing 20K a month and you're trying to get to 100K a month, here's what to do next or something like that. You can have a really good strong headline. You can have a video on the page that you can create yourself, inform your clients or inform your prospects, warm them up and stuff. You can have a nice little button that says, hey, here's your information, book a call with me, something like that. So it's just like a single page to capture people's information or to get people to buy or to even inform people. I use ClickFunnels. I have a webinar set up for like my case study. So people literally go to that page, says, hey, here's a case study, how we grew an e-com business to 0 to 650K a month, or 0 to 650K in total sales in like 3 months. People enter in their email, goes over to the next page, and they watch a video on the case study. So it allows me to like capture leads and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I also use ClickFunnels for various things inside my agency. I have a page where I have my calendar on it. So just when people want my calendar link, I have a ClickFunnels URL, send it over to them, and then they have a little about me. They have my calendar, and as well it has a pixel on it, so I can retarget them with Facebook ads later down the road. For my agency itself, when I sign on a new client, I have a 12-step onboarding funnel where each page tells them, hey, look, here's how you can add us into the ClickFunnels or add us into your business manager. And it's like a little video tutorial on each page. That way they're fully onboarded, and all I have to do is send them that link. And it's a video demonstration for them. So we don't have to sit there and Zoom and just like, here's how you do this next. Because there's been plenty of times I'm in a Zoom call for like 2 hours after onboarding a client, show them how to do all of this. And sometimes I'm just like so out of it. I'm like, I even make a mistake and it puts a bad impression on me. So exactly. It's cool to have that one single funnel for people to follow through.
And how after like putting that onboarding in place, did you sort of see like your scalability as well, just from having that, for example?
Yeah, I mean, it saves you time. You close a new, you close a new client today, and then the next thing you got to do is get on a 2 or 3 hour call with them. Yeah. And then you got to try to get the contract and all that type out with their name and stuff. Where if you have the contract automated, you have that whole onboarding funnel automated. Literally all I do is I still use Square, so I have to like manually invoice them. And that's just because a lot of my clients are like revenue share, so we have to actually it's not a solid fee.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it saves you a lot of time. If every new client you sign on, you can save 3-4 hours with that initial impressions and have a productized process. There's a book called Built to Sell, which I highly recommend everyone reading. And it talks about productizing your business. So focusing on one service, making it, as duplicable as possible. So that way when you sign on more clients, it's just one simple system that they go through and stuff. So the onboarding funnel was a great thing about that. Thanks to Eamon Godsey for sharing that thing right there. And that's really all I use ClickFunnels for. Every now and then I'll create like a weird page for something like the calendar, or maybe I just host some stuff for like some results, or downloading a PDF or something like that. That's as simple as it gets with ClickFunnels.
Wicked, man. Wicked. Cool. So my next question is usually, do you use cold email?
I used to use cold email a like for prospecting clients and stuff. Mm-hmm. When I was in the personal branding niche, it was easy because every small personal brand has their email everywhere. Obviously Grant Cardone doesn't have it, but it'd be like literally like you go to this random personal brands page that's like 1,000, 2,000 followers. They have their email right there in a bio. grant@grantcardone.com. So it's easy to email a lot of people. But now that I transitioned to e-com space, it's hard to create a personable impression with that person, because it's like, hey, Jack, well, you don't know if Jack owns, saltygoods.com or whatever it is. So you have to like address the company. So what I've done for e-commerce, and this is probably about to be the most value bomb I can give right now. E-commerce, I'm in the apparel and fashion industry. So I created a LinkedIn, and I post content on LinkedIn all around, just keeping me as the authority in the apparel and that fashion niche. Every post I have something related to that. And then you can use the sales navigator. It's like $80 a month, and you can literally go dive in there. Okay, so apparel and that fashion, everyone that's in the apparel fashion industry. Then you can sort it by owners. Then you can sort it by their company headcount. So since ours is really high ticket, our retainer, start off about 2 to 5K a month. We typically go for companies that have an 11 to 50 headcount, whereas 0 to 10, it was kind of like we were just getting a lot of single people in there, and then just not ideal. So you can literally sort out 11 to 50. Apparel and fashion, geography, just USA. I will take on Australia clients, or UK clients, or Canada, but I just haven't ventured in there yet. And then the seniority level, stuff like that, you can get it kind of pretty fine-tuned of exactly who you want to talk to. You can also like exclude like digital agency owners, so you're not connecting with other people like that. And then I used another tool, so that'll give me a list of about 600 people, and I could go manually connect with each one, but I do not have the time for that. So I use another tool called LinkedIn Helper, which automatically scrapes all those together. And then I open up LinkedIn, I go back to just regular LinkedIn, and it'll send an invite. It sends 100 invites a day. So I have that whole process automated for me. And I kind of like personalize the connection a little bit. And I'll get probably like 10, 15 people a day accept it. And out of a week, I get about 6 to 7 people that are like ideal clients. And out of those 6, 7 people, maybe 1 or 2 would actually be a good fit for the agency. So then what I do is I reach out to them on LinkedIn. I'll like one of the recent posts. I'll comment on it, just to kind of like get my name in there. And then like I'll come there and try to like slowly message them like, hey, it was a really cool post. What you think about so-and-so? Like, try to create like a less, I don't know, there's tons of people that send me friend requests on Facebook, and like in their bio says, I help coaches, or I help agency owners perform better with this mental optimization stuff. And then I get like a message on Facebook like 5 seconds after accepting a request. Hey bro, so you're a digital agency owner? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, cool. How does your mental performance on a day to day? I'm like, oh my God, screw this. That's how
How's it going so far throughout this whole crisis? It's like, you can just tell that as soon as you open it, you can just wait for the message to come through. Yeah, but I think that's really cool as well, because it's the same sort of thing that I do, but with Facebook. Not actually to agency owners, but yes, it's the same sort of process. And I think that is one thing as well for the people listening and watching. It's like all Nick basically said as well within his service and his outreach methods is like he has mastered one thing. He's like, Facebook, that's what we do. LinkedIn, that's what we do. So it's like cold emails. No, he's not interested in it, because he knows what worked. He knows he's got results.
Correct.
Using that method. So he's doubled down within that. Wicked, man. So if I was to ask you for like one big tip, if I've just typed in literally how to make money online and I've landed on this video somehow, what is the first thing you would say for me to go ahead and do?
I would say the make all money online niche is like a buffet. And when you go to that buffet, you're going to try a few things, and you're going to find one you absolutely love. And once you find that thing you love, become a master at it. And while trying all that, you might be discouraged about the buffet you're at. You might not like it, but as soon as you find that one you love, you're going to absolutely change your life. It's going to be the most amazing thing you ever had. And that's the same thing with the make money online niche. You're gonna test a few things. You'll try Forex trading. You'll try stock trading. You'll try mutual fund trading. Screw trading a whole. Then you'll go to Instagram buying and selling pages. Then like, I want to go to Instagram ads. Then you'll get into like the advertising niche. Then you'll go through 5 or 6 different niches inside of Facebook ads. So you find your one pocket of money essentially. And once you find that, it's just all the years, some people might take a few years, some people might take a year, some people might take a few months. All those years that went into trying to find that and becoming, getting you some level of success is easily forgotten. At the time, it's like, oh my God, I feel like I've been just spinning my wheels for months. If you're consistently optimizing, you're consistently looking back at your wins, your mistakes, and doubling down what works as you're on that path, you're going to progress much quicker. And also just building a strong mindset throughout that period is going to absolutely change your life.
Amazing, man. So with that sort of being said as well, I'd love to now progress on to your YouTube, because obviously you've done it with the agency, you've started this YouTube channel. What's your goals with the YouTube? You know, who are you really trying to talk to with this YouTube channel? Is it the agency owners, the fitness enthusiasts? What's the crack?
So I started off, I was just like, look, I just want to carry this camera around and I'll film some stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe not completely. So I'm just going to film stuff. That's the goal. I'm just going to film. You know, one day it might be digital agency, one day it might be at the gym. And then I kind of like got a little deeper with me. And that's literally what I did for the past 2 months. It's just create content. Got a little deeper. So a few things that's happened with the YouTube is, one, you know, I'm really inspired by Christian Guzman. I love his like summer shredding series. And that's kind of where I got some of the inspiration. So, but I kind of looked at it, I was like, okay, look, I know I can provide value to people with working out, but that's not my lane, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, my lane's the more online business sitch. So now I'm kind of creating a little bit more online content around like business stuff. I guess I'm trying to really reach the people that are in that age, at 18, 23-year-olds that are just starting to learn to make money online niche, and try to, you know, teach them, learn from my mistakes, etc. You know, help them kind of progress a little bit. But also too, just promoting a good, you know, good work ethic, promoting good habits. So really it's just digging my mind, giving people, I don't really have like a completely tight audience yet. But yeah, it's just fine tuning. I know one thing that I'm doubling down on is producing a little bit more of is Facebook ads content and marketing content, because I have been getting a lot of leads for my agency from my YouTube videos, because essentially the YouTube video puts you as an authority. So when you hop on a call with them, it's the easiest freaking close ever.
Yeah.
So
sorry, just to jump in there as well at that, right? This is that I love that straight away, for one thing, because like the fact that, like you said, you've only got X amount of subscribers on YouTube, like this is what people do not understand. Like I've been on YouTube for a very, very long time, and my channel has never been monetized. I've never had it there to grow and like make money from ads and stuff from YouTube. But like Nick said, like I've been making money through YouTube, not actually through YouTube, but just by being that authority, by having these videos. Like people would reach out to me years and years and years and go, for silly little stupid edits that I've done, but that makes you the authority with it. So yeah, I love that. That's why I urge like pretty much every single person watching and listening to this right now to just go and make a YouTube channel, because and this is funny as well, Nick, because I just want to say this, well, me and you are pretty similar in the sense of like, we come from a fitness background. We started like making content around fitness, and like that's what I basically come from, within the fitness like industry, if you like, within like the social media, I suppose, and then progressed into that business sort of content and stuff like that. And mine was always like exactly like you, like for the first like 5-6 years, like I was just expressing like my creativity and love for fitness, and had no strategy or whatever. Like it was just documenting my life. And it's only been recently that I have started making like searchable content, valuable pieces like that. So I think that's wicked.
Yeah, and those do way more better. Like it's cool to document your life and everything, but at the same time, it's not a long-term viable thing. And that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, look, cool. It's cool to daily vlog every day, but once you do it, you're really gonna know if you love it or not. I love the days when I have a very packed day, go and do a bunch of fun stuff that I can show off. Cool. But on days where it's like yesterday, I spent 8 hours on my computer working on ads. There's nothing to vlog around that. And so that's kind of like the approach I'm taking on now, or, you know, in the next upcoming months, is I'll do a vlog here and there because they're cool to do, but a lot of more of my content to be around, exactly like you said, searchable content, and a lot more around the Facebook ads industry and stuff. I mean, I remember Tanner Fox. If you ever heard of Tanner Fox, not the kid, the older guy that does Amazon FBA and stuff. I say the older guy; they're both the same age, but one's he. I mean, he was at like 10,000 subscribers, making 100K a month from YouTube, but not from the route you would think. You know, he was making it from selling his Amazon course. So kind of like my vision right now is just, mastering like the Facebook niche. I'm getting a lot of leads per day from my agency from producing content around Facebook ads. So, and I'm doing 1 video, 2 videos a month around it and like 30 vlogs. So it's not even like I'm producing a lot of content around that, but it's really searchable. It gets, high up in the YouTube algorithm. So there's a lot more people that can find it. And then when you actually help someone, it feels a lot better versus, hey, cool, I enjoyed the vlog. Awesome. But hey, dude, I tried a new Facebook ad strategy in a recent video and I've been able to increase my profit per month by $2,000-3,000. That's changing their life right there. That's so much more rewarding in the long run. So,
and that's the best thing about YouTube as well, is like, once you make that video, that will sit there forever, ever. Like, that's evergreen content that will sit there and can bring you in leads years and years to come. Wicked. Well, Nick, once again, thank you for coming on. I always like to finish these off with, the program is called Design a Future. I'd love to have you on in a year's time and see, how you've progressed throughout your, your online business. So with that sort of being said, where are you looking to be this time next year?
I want to have my agency at 100K a month. Right now it's, about 20% of that, around 20K a month. I want to be at 100K a month, purely working with e-com, clothing brands, working with very high ticket clients, have about a team of 4 to 5 people. No, not even like 3 or 4 people. And then on top of that, I've grown the YouTube channel and I don't want to be the course person at all, but if there's a course I can create along the way that drastically helps people, I will. But I'm not going to be the person that's like, hey, that's my job. It's great courses. So I do want to launch a course later down the road, and kind of get my personal brand more established right now. So that's where I'll be around a year from now. I definitely see it possible right now. Like, probably the biggest problem in my business is, kind of fine tuning my sales strategy. Got the strategy for ads, got the strategy for the business, got the strategy for the sales process. Right now it's just tweaking those micro tweaks, first proper, A/B split testing your introduction on LinkedIn, et cetera, stuff like that. So
yeah. And sorry, I mean, that we're pretty much over, but just something just popped into my head then, because you mentioned you recently brought on like a salesperson. How's that sort of been for you as well? Like, losing the control on that side as well. So not even the fulfillment side of things.
Yeah, so the sales side, it's a work in progress. We're both kind of building that side together because, the way I closed my first 2 clients was kind of by luck, essentially. I say luck, but, I was doing a lot of hard outreach by then. I kind of just attracted them into my life, essentially. But now I'm trying to build a fine-tuned sales process, as I don't have it like 100% down. Have a strategy, have a platform. It's just, I say, fine-tuning. So me and that salesman are both kind of like testing every day. And then like I like to do a lot of cold video pitches. So I like record a whole call like this, 5-6 minutes, delivering a whole bunch of value, auditing brand. I had the salesperson doing that for a little while, but he doesn't have the same certainty and confidence when he pitches a client. So it actually kind of ruins their first impression with this. So lately I've been doing those and he's been sending those out. So right now it's kind of a work in progress. It's really cool though to have someone on side of you. And he's fully commission based. So I'm not paying for a lot of time that's just wasted. It's really cool to have someone with you, kind of working with you at this. And then I'm also recording everything. And then as soon as we got it perfectly down, I'm gonna create a teachable thing to where that way every salesman I bring on the agency, they have that full list of, hey, here's exactly what to do to go from there.
Amazing. Yeah. And I think that's one thing as well that people, this would be like a good little value tip for you as well. If you are creating a team, that's a very, very powerful thing that Nick said, is he's recording and documenting the whole process. Now, this is something that I had done a while ago, and it absolutely changed like my whole team, if you like, because I had one team member, we recorded everything, and I actually use it like Trello, the team management thing. And I've done the same thing, basically just done it as like modules within Trello. And a week later, like, we didn't really have the best results with something, and we had to bring on like a new team member. And I didn't then have to spend 6 hours teaching them how to do all of this. I just sent them into my Trello. So yeah, I think that's really good. Nick, thank you so much. Where can people find you? Obviously the YouTube channel, we'll link that below for sure. Instagram.
Instagram and YouTube. Don't really post much on Facebook, to be honest. So Instagram, Nick Theriot _, and then YouTube, you can just search Nick Theriot, and it's my name. So on there.
Wicked, wicked. Well, guys, thank you for watching and listening at home, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, guys. Bye.
Hollywood 6.